HLBZ. This will mean a little bit more to those of you that watched the video from Monday, but if you did, hopefully remember me talking about that green line right there at 37 cents. And I bring that up because wouldn't you know it, the power of charts pulled back today, sure, but look right where it found some support and bounced right at that level right there. And now this is where things get a little bit confusing, not confusing, but difficult to talk about from a presentation standpoint, because is this a good or bad looking chart? Well, I don't know your perspective. If you're a day trader and you bought right there and your plan was to buy and sell within 20 minutes, well then yeah, from that perspective, the chart looks really bad. But if you care about the big picture of things, sure, the price did pull back today, but when you look at the lows, so again, we had that low right there, and then you compare it to that low, and then that low, and then that low down there. And if you envision each one of these as stair steps, emphasis on big picture, well then from the big picture perspective, what do you have? Well, you still have the stair steps very clearly making progress in the upwards direction. So is this a good or bad looking chart? That's going to be on you and what your strategy going in was. As far as areas of resistance, I'm going to go ahead and adjust this level up here now to that 52-cent mark. But whenever levels of resistance need to be adjusted in the upwards direction, that does imply that the trend is still moving upwards, which it is, right? It's putting in higher highs, higher lows, and that's the name of the game. So assuming you care about the bigger picture of things, yeah, pulled back today, but overall the price still has put in plenty of those higher bases. WISA, and done this one before, and this will mean a little bit more to those that have watched those, but I talked about that 16-cent mark being an area of resistance, and you can see when the price broke through it, very, very impressive move up. But like a lot of these, now all of a sudden the price is taking a pretty big pullback here, but this is where it gets interesting. In fact, let me just get rid of that line as it served its purpose for now. But the big dynamic here, and this is just based on a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. And as I speak, you can see the price is seemingly going to be pulling back to the 16-cent mark, which brings about the big question, is this level going to hold? Now, if you're someone that's saying, I love to buy pullbacks, I like to buy at supports, I get that logic. Again, that doesn't guarantee, it's not guaranteed that it's going to bounce, but I don't think anybody could find fault with that logic because, yeah, there's a lot of, rationale that goes behind it, but that's why risk management matters because there's no guarantees. So like I said, is it guaranteed to come down here and bounce? Of course not, but there's a lot of logic that goes behind that. But the point here being is that, once more, what was your strategy? Day traders that bought up here, not looking so good. But if the price comes down here and it holds, then as you've heard me say, if you envision each of those as a stair steps, then overall the stair steps still progressing in the upwards direction. So you're seeing that's kind of a theme out there today. A lot of stocks made good moves and then all of a sudden had these deep pullbacks. So it really does, get oriented around, well, what was your perspective going in? Were you some sort of day trade scalper, or do you care more so about a bigger picture? Go through this very quickly because you've heard me say it now probably about 30 times in this video, but GNS here, same idea. Day traders that are buying here or there, yeah, things are not looking so good. But for those of you that care about the bigger picture of things, even with the pullback, and let's just look at the low right there at $4. You look at these other lows where it's been, and then you picture the big picture point of view, and you can see overall the stair steps are still trending in the upwards direction. So no need to be a broken record. Same thing here for GNS. It just depends on what your viewpoint was going into the trade. Next one, BIAF. Nice little